All right, I figured I would quickly give a video on the state of where my game is, so I can have a good plan of what I want to do for um, the uh, the shell builds. So what I had I've tried setting up a lot of different things. So let's go ahead and see what it looks like right now, and then I can explain each part. Mm-mm. Okay, so what I basically have right now, I have a number of screens. I have an asset loader that I got set up. I got automatic spawn generation based off of pulling off map data. Um, this right here, this is actually the second screen that's loading up. I do have a loading screen that I will eventually have all you at the using the asset manager to have the stuff and kind of have a display showing that. Um, so this is my main menu screen. This is a custom screen. I just haven't really done anything with the background for it, but I do have the menu. So right now I just have a blank red color. If I go into credits, it does show my credit. So I do need to make that change of updating for builds and for dates. Uh, Now, on when had this on desktop and I need to make some changes on this was much bigger and I have it where it's scrolling. So I have to debug why that is doing that. And right now I kind of have it set up where if you tap anywhere, it's going to go back. And then exit, it actually exits. New game, I click on that and it loads. Now, what you see right now, this is two collision filters or physics bodies or fixtures on a physics body. I have one for their feet so that I can have it look like he's standing in front of things. And then this right here is basically a sensor box that I could use for other things. Now, right now, I'm linking up the touch control. So when I tap once, I do get the sound that I'm tapping, but he doesn't move the very first tap. So I'm still attempting to fix why he doesn't do that. Um, but as he's moving, so this is a collision box that I can see that was generated automatically from my code and that there are collisions there. So I got animations where they're going in both directions. I do have lerping right now set up, but his movement is a little wonky, and I would like to improve that. I think if I do the steering behaviors, I can get it. I do kind of like that it's moving a little bit as he's doing it, but I don't want it to have him like kind of like move the left to right jaggedness. I do have a couple items on this map rendering above and below the player, so I can see what that looks like and if it's doing it correctly. This map right here is more of kind of like a test bed area because I have not done like a full map for it because I want to make sure that it's uh, rendering properly and stuff like that. So like the tree, I want him to be able to walk around the tree, but I want uh, the trunk to still be blocking him. So right here, he's behind, but if I go in front of the tree, I want the appearance that he is, butted up to it. So this part of the tree should actually be rendering behind him. The branches should be rendering above him. So figuring out how exactly I want to have that set up. Now I do have in the game, I have the other characters that I did create, and that's what these boxes are. I just took the rendering component off of them so I can just focus on just the NPC characters on being able to generate and for them. So they are there, but linking up their own animations and everything, like what I had before, they're already there. I just need to re-render them. So it's just taking off a call. Now I do have boundaries, so this is a custom class utility. I can't get the camera screen to go off of the width of my tile map or the height. What should get adjusted though is his position in relationship to that. So as I start to get towards the top of the screen, towards my limit, it does make it a little bit more difficult for touchscreen to remain there. Excuse me, custom focal points that I want to have that I'm kind of working at setting up should end up fixing that, because it'll focus the camera to the center of the screen for that area. So when he transitions to a new location or kind of new room type object for the map, for the overworld, it will be locked to the center of that area until he starts to transition. So it'll be easier to click, but that will be dealt with right. When I click back, it brings me back to my menu. The game is still in existence. It's just in a pause state. So if we're looking at the other players or the NPC characters, I can see that those NPC characters are pausing. Now, right now, I kind of just have them doing random states based off of some random values and targets and stuff like that, just so I could show that there are animations happening. This random NPC is going to have to be using the state machine, so he's not set up yet for randomly moving in the map that will get completed. Okay, so that's basically where I'm at right now for the shell build that I'm going to be doing. I'm probably going to end up finishing these screens, and then I'm probably going to start working on the steering behavior. Is where I'd like to go, smooth out the players' movements, and then start working on doing the state machines for the other characters, for the easy AI enemy and the hard AI enemy. All right, thanks.